Welcome everyone to my new educational video about Project X tutorial, how to trade with a platform. Be familiar with this one and explain you the process. For those of you that have questions, let me know in the comments area. At the same time, you can join my Discord. It's a prop firm Discord, it's a community that we're trying to build. We just started a week ago of traders and capable persons to pretty much construct together to a beautiful journey that we're going to create throughout 2025 and so on. We're going to have a lot to say and a lot to share in terms of education. Great. All the links for everything in the description area and in the comments area, including for Ticktick Trader, 50% discount. You have the link, you have the coupon code in the comments. You can use that, sign up with a free account, log in, get into the members area, then get into the Project X, and then you have the accounts. And at the checkout, after you added the account on the basket, you can put your coupon code giving you 50% from the listed prices. Great. Now, let's talk about the platform. Once you bought your account, how does it work and what happens and what's going on? You're going to receive an email with your credentials to log into the platform where you're going to be able to trade, which is exactly like this one. Once you got into your platform, you have a few options right there. And I'll begin by telling you that the main menu area is here on the left side with a lot of these things possible. That's where you can pretty much surf between the options. And we get started from the trading board, right? Let me just get out of this. The trading, trade hub, performance stats, and then settings. Most of the time you hear about it, trading and then the settings. Other things that you have is the chart, which is represented by trading views. So that's quite accurate and it works nicely. You have a lot of the options out there, starting from the symbols search, which is something you perform by clicking on right there on that one. And then you just search for your symbol, simple and straightforward. Other things that you have and you need to keep in mind is the main account that you're running right now, the balance of the account, the maximum loss limit of the account, and the results of your performance for the actual day. Today we made $2,270, right? And there is the unrealized profit, which stands for trades that you have active and they're running, right? So this is what you have at the top, a lot of the useful informations, and that's actually a place from where you can also select a whole lot of the things, including the accounts. We got 3 different 150K accounts right now connected, and you can pretty much surf between them, but you can also copy trade, which is something I'd like to share with you. How do you copy trade? Well, you need to go to your settings on the left side here, and then you have the copy trading. So you need to select the lead account, which is going to lead your other accounts that will be called followers, right? So we're going to go by 655, the lead account, and then simply the follower accounts, which will copy what we do on the lead account, right? So you will only have to trade on the lead account in order for the performance to be copied on the other accounts that you're selecting here from the follow. This is the place where you pretty much click on select and you're good to go with that one, right? Save changes and it's clear. If you want to eliminate, if you want to pretty much delete the settings, such as like on copy trading, click on the clear and then save changes. So then there's nothing left, right? But we're going to leave it like that. Going forward, there is the risk settings as well. For example, you can do position risk profit brackets, which means that prior execution, you can set a risk limit of, let's say, $150. It's in dollars, keep in mind. It's not in ticks or points. It is in dollars. It's right there in dollars, risk, and then the profit size as well. And then you have to click on the automatically apply risk and profit bracket to new positions automatically. And then you want to hit the save. Losing 150, earning 500. Automatically apply. We save this one, which means for the account of 655, this rules will apply. If we change the account to 661, the same rules will apply, right? So you want to keep that in mind as well. The settings you're doing are general. are not per account, are general. If you would like to do it per account, you have to edit your setting for that one and go around that way. However, a lot of the people would like to go in a specific copy trading form, which is very comfortable, and then you just handle the whole process from there quite nicely. You also have a personal daily loss limit. For example, the platform has the 3,750 on a 150K account, indeed. But you can have 1,000 or 500 or $250. You don't want to cross that. Simply, you just put your daily loss limit right there, and personal daily profit target as well. For those of you that need to keep accountability on the consistency, it is extremely important. You can use basically a profit right there with the consistency representation of 20%, what it has to be achieved. Otherwise, you don't want to make too much money with prop firms. That's the problem. In a single trade in a single day, by making more than you should, you're actually blowing out your consistency, which will not work that fine. The next thing that you want to know is the hotkeys, right? A lot of the people trading from the keyboard, or as far as I know, some of you asked, simply you can set your hotkey based on your keyboard representation. And then the next thing you have to do after you set your hotkey, if you want to activate that, you would like to go to the trading and you want to click on this H to enable hotkeys, right? Next to the order on the left side, there is an H letter. Here you go. Look at that. An H letter. You have to activate your hotkeys. Great. What about next? Well, this is kind of the place, as you can see, where we take care about the execution, but we also have the ability to compound our sort of a way trading area with trading elements, such as this chart element you see here, an order element with a lot of the other elements over there, are pretty much part of the settings that you can eliminate. You can introduce new elements on your screen and pretty much organize your screen as you guys prefer and consider, right? So, for example, if I would like to add a component to this element, if I would like to add my time and sales, I'm just going to click on it and just drag it to the place I'd like to add it on my screen, which is something I don't want to do it right now, but that's how you add more components. Or you can also delete components, which is something that I did because the simply original way the whole screen has been set is not something I enjoyed, right? So this is the way I'm suggesting you to do it as well. You have your chart on the left side, you have your order on the right side, and then everything sits over there on the bottom. Simple. If you want to delete something, right next to the name there is a little X, right? Take a look at that. That little symbol, you delete basically the element, even from the chart or from the order or from the other representations. The little X allows you to delete it. What happens next? Well, the order is what everyone cares about, and then you have to be on the right contract. You have to make sure you're on the right order type, number of contracts. That's quite simple and quite general, just like in all the other places. You also want to be on the right account, and you have the ability to select the number of contracts from there, right? Simply just by clicking a single button like that. You have the plus at the end, the minus at the beginning to increase or decrease, and then you hit the buy or the sell depending whatever you want to do through the market order. Let me just quickly do that, fellas. I'm going to do an example trade here for you. I'm going to do one contract, right? One contract, M and Q. I'm going to short the market, obviously.
Order
The situation, it's just an example. It's just a few dollars moving back and forth, not an issue. The idea is this is a live trade, and just because we have under the settings, we have the risk management, $150 set for the loss and $500 set for the profit, we can already see that it is on our screen, right? $150 has been automatically added for our loss, and $500 should be here. There you go. Our $500 position profit is right there. So if the price action goes to that point, we are going to earn that value. If I want to modify this, I can pretty much, click on it and drag it to the upside, It's quite simple. Look at that. I'm going to put it over here. If I want to modify this one as well, we can move it around, simply click on it and drag it to the upside or to the downside. If I'd like to eliminate that one or eliminate this one and simply open trades without predefined position risk or profit brackets, simply, I don't need this. What do I do then? I just open up a trade. I don't have anything predefined, and it will look like the way it looks right now. So then, if I click on the dollar value and take it to the downside, it's going to create a take profit order. Just because we have shorted, obviously, to the downside is a take profit order, right? So at a level I would like, so that's the place I'm pretty much allowing it to be triggered. And then to the upside, I'm putting a stop loss, right? So it allows me, even if I'm not setting anything prior, to adjust, have a stop loss, have a take profit, which will be market orders executed at that time. They're not limit orders, right? It's not mentioned about limit order. Have a look at that. It's take profit and stop loss over there. Beautiful. 135, 102 as an example, and you got things triggered. You can also pretty much get rid of a contract or add more contracts while you're live, just like you're doing on any other platform by hitting the buy or sell, right? You can do that. If you would like to short with another contract, we're just going to hit the sell one.
Order.
I'm going to have two contracts right now. Even the take profit and the stop loss have updated automatically to the number of contracts we have, right? So they didn't remain on one like it happens on other platforms. For example, in Quantower, it remains on the same one. No, here it updates and it follows the number of contracts, which is beautiful. This is like a basic introduction with all the things you need. The contracts are here, order types are over there. It's possible to work with trailings, it's possible to work with limit orders, right? It's possible to work with pretty much everything that you guys care about in a general way. If you want to flatten everything and make sure about it, you want to go to, flatten all, right? Flatten all, and that's it, right? That's the button right there. And you're kind of used to that from the other platforms too. For example, right now we lose $15 if I flatten that one, and that's it.
Order
right?
filled.
Great. No issue on that. We're sufficiently high today. Yesterday we got our stop loss touched, which is why we're still below. Look at that, we're 148,000 on the balance. Considering today we made 2,268, we're still below even the starting balance of 150K. Yesterday was the first day of trading. I touched my daily loss and it went down. But today we're starting the recovery process with 5 days of $2,000. We're building our consistency and we're also building sufficient amount of money to get to the payout as fast as possible. That's where we are, fellas, on that one. That's pretty much all about. You can surf between your accounts, you can play between the accounts, and have a great time in this process. It is very similar to what Top Step has, if not pretty much the same. And, I kind of see it working very nicely. There's no, lagging at the moment. There is no other issues. With that being said, you can, from the top right corner, you can save your layout and you can do a whole lot of the things as needed. That's it, fellas. You can also do something, and I'm not sure if you guys are used to that. You have this little layout button right here from TradingView. Look at that. And you can click on that. Right, you can click on that. And then have two different screens like that. Because some of you enjoy trading, two different contracts or, two different whatever. Simply, you can have here on the left side just the NQ, and then on the other side the MNQ, right? No, it seems like it's changing on the both sides. I was hoping this is not going to do like that, but it seems like it's basically changing on both screens, which is something it shouldn't, right? It's not going to allow you to have different contracts like that. What you can do is you can look into the 5 minutes in one way, in one chart 5 minutes, the other chart you select it and you click basically 15 minutes, right? So then it changes, but you cannot have two different contracts to look at. This is the way it is, as it seems like, right? Beautiful. That's pretty much all, fellas. Once again, link to get started is in the comments area, along with a coupon code. Enjoy. Any questions, let me know. Any support, feel free to reach out on Discord. Have a great time around the topic. The market is having its great time. We have to be great traders, so we're looking forward to creating a community for that. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Take care and enjoy.